So 1 week we got to deal with the unnecessary ridicule of Devin the Dream Haney. And now we got to deal with the unnecessary ridicule of Shakur Stevenson. Yo, you cannot make this stuff up. But it is what it is. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Wow. Shakur Stevenson on his Twitter says, I apologize to all my fans. I didn't feel good tonight, but I did what I had to do to win. Thank you for all the support. I promise better for further fights to come. You know what, Young King? Don't apologize for anything because you won. Don't apologize for anything because you won. This is where we're at now. A fighter wins and has to say sorry. This is where we at. You know what, man? What kind of guilt is this? Huh? If there's a page you can take out of the Floyd Mayweather Jr. book of boxing, be unapologetic. Unapologetic. That young man won last night. I don't care what anyone else has to say. Exciting? Everyone forgot Pretty Boy Floyd, but when he turned into Money Mayweather, what did they say? He was boring. He was unexciting. He runs. Funny how that translated to millions of dollars. $500 million to be exact. I'm so sick of this. Tim Bradley and Andre Ward, yeah, y'all got jobs to do, right? Here's my take on it. You kept it real and it went horribly wrong. Horribly. And y'all know that kid. But, I'm sorry. If I told you that y'all should have held y'all tongue and talked to him behind the scenes, that would have been wrong, right? That would have been consistent, right? Tim Bradley, let me remind you about you, Tim Bradley, the Desert Storm. You fought Manny Pacquiao. First of all, you signed with Top Rank. We said, man, that's a bad move. Remember that, Tim? That's a bad move. You got the Manny Pacquiao fight. We was like, man, if he goes in there and cuts a jig, if he took a bag to cut a jig, that's bad, Tim. Well, guess what, Tim? You went in there and won, right? You won. I celebrated your victory. I said, man, good for the brother. What happened, Tim? Where you thought you was going to get a great big fan base and probably the shine that Manny Pacquiao had, how'd that work out for you, Tim? How'd that work out for you? You tell me what happened. You tell the people, you know what? You ain't got to say anything. Let me remind everyone what happened, Tim. You were met with death threats. People saying that, yo, you should give the belt back. You didn't really win. They said Manny hit you so hard he broke your feet because you ain't wearing no socks in your ring shoes. Remember that? But you won. And what did we do as quality control? Y'all don't care what y'all say. Tim won. He's not the judges. Death threats is what you got. And it was so ridiculous. What did you do in your fight with Ruslan Pavatnikov? You went in there and fought the dumbest fight of your life. A fight you didn't need to fight. You let that man hit you upside your head that you was talking slow for months after that. You told us that. Tim, Or for what? Because you didn't want to be boring. You wanted to show you was a warrior. We already knew you was a warrior. I don't know how you got up off the floor after Kendall Holt punched you in your face. But you got up and won. We already knew who Tim Bradley was. You didn't have to fight that way. You did that because you let them old media get to you. You let them do that. And then you come on here last night and said the kid fought a boring fight. Or whatever the hell you said. Because you were muted on my TV. I had to hear it later. This is why I mute y'all, man. Shame. You could have went to the locker room and spoke to that kid. Yo, listen, Shakur, they're going to come for you for this performance, but rack up those wins. Tell him to call Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if Floyd will talk to him because he ain't signed with him. But take note. There's other ways. You fought a safe fight and you won. Unanimous decision. Devin Haney mopped the floor with Linares. Got in the round he got caught in, he won. And did what he had to do and win. Magically, no one remembers all the work he put in. They remember that moment. Let me explain something to you. You see what they doing to them? To Shakur, to Devin? You see what they're doing to them? Watch this. Now watch this. They'll never do it to Caleb Plant. I guarantee you they won't. If Caleb Plant is in a position where he gets hurt like that or dropped but wins the fight, they're going to say he showed true grit. He showed a warrior's heart. He's a pure boxer. They're not calling him a runner. Yeah, he didn't look dominant in his old performance, but that wasn't even a conversation for more than a day. One day. If that. Maybe two. Maybe a week. But they're not even leaning on him like that. Tim. And Andre, man, listen, man. Do I need to go? Man. You got done so dirty in your career. They want you to come out of retirement and fight Canelo Alvarez because they still waiting on you to lose. Let me read you something. Ringside analyst Tim Bradley keeping it real on on the Stevenson Nakatiya post-fight show. I'm not going to lie, I almost fell asleep. That was Dan Raphael on Twitter. Tim Bradley always keeps it real. It's an endearing trait, absolutely vital to being an excellent expert analyst as a former athlete. Many athletes are worried about offending the fighters. Not Tim Bradley. Not Tim Bradley. Same fearlessness you see with the greats like Charles Barkley and Shaq. Sambo mode. That was Mike Coppinger. Damn, Tim Bradley is very honest in his assessment of Shakur Stevenson's outing. This is why I'm a fan of his on the mic. Little typo there, whatever. Yeah, he might piss you off at times. Good, that's his job. He kept it a buck tonight. He kept it a buck tonight. He kept it a buck tonight. You know, street lingo, you know how we say, yo, man, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You know who said that? Steve Kim on Twitter. Steve Kim. Just yesterday, Steve Kim, he kept it a buck. Remember, he referred to us as the woke community? He was mocking us, Steve Kim, but I can't talk too bad about Steve Kim. You know, they got that Asian bill. I might get a phone call. Pathetic. I really thought Tim Bradley shined tonight. From a fighter's perspective, he spoke for many of the fans and the ESPN viewers. He struck that fine balance and stated things that had to be spoken. That's also Steve Kim. And he's gonna tell us all about the news. Tim Bradley just said he had a hard time staying awake during the fight with the laughing, with the crying emoji. That was Dan Cano-Bibo. And I want to play something to you. And shout out to Champside because he screenshot all of these things here. Let me play this for you.
How do you get there if you are a slick fighter of color, and not playing the villain? This is a question that we dealt with earlier in the broadcast, and it's something that's going to confront Shakur Stevenson, or he's going to have to confront him.
How do you reach a certain level in this game without playing the villain? Because obviously they're saying that his skill set is not exciting enough. It's not enough. The world is not enough, like a James Bond movie. It's not enough. Him dominating for 12 rounds and winning the fight is not enough. How do you reach prominence without being the villain? Andre Ward wasn't the villain, but they made him the villain. All he did was get in there and fight. And he was great at what he did. And they made him the villain. Who were the good guys? Gennady Golovkin. Sergey Kovalev. Go up and fight Kovalev. Don't bully Golovkin. Go up and fight Kovalev. He did beat him twice. And they still made Andre the villain. Tim, was you ever the hero? Now when it came to Manny Pacquiao, all you did was train and show up to fight, and you won one of them. You were still the villain, Timmy. How dare you? How dare you two guys say that out loud about this kid? Got him apologizing for winning. You got him apologizing for winning. Devin Haney kept it real. I don't have the tweet in front of me. Boxed 12 rounds, win. Got into a little trouble, but I win. Y'all ain't happy. Fought in the pocket, y'all ain't happy. If he boxes on the outside, y'all not happy. If he gets a knockout, y'all not going to be happy. Devin Haney could knock out Tio, Loma, and go to 140 and start knocking people out. Y'all are still going to have a problem with him. So to my young fighters, the black fighters, doesn't matter. My advice to you, win. If the knockout comes, it comes. I don't care because they don't care. And no matter what you do, it's going to be a problem. Win. We might not vibe with Floyd on a lot of things, but do you understand why he went the route he did? Because he knew early it doesn't matter. Hey, Charles. Hi. It doesn't matter. They're never going to love you. You can knock them all out, or you could UD them. You're black. They already don't like you. You're black. You're already down three rounds. I don't care who you fighting. If they don't like you, you're losing as soon as that bell rings. You got to work real hard to win. I'm lying. Where's your Canelo fight? Where's your Triple G fight? And no one's holding their feet to the flames for ducking y'all. But race don't matter. Fix yourself.